Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nintendo Bro. We are continuing our playthrough of Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. We are trying to get through this game before the much anticipated, very much real, surprisingly, Metroid Prime 4 comes out. We still don't have an official release date, so I'm sure I've got some kind of time on it. But I've never beaten Metroid Prime 3, and so I want to fix that. So we have gotten through the prologue. That's what we got done in the first episode of our Let's Play, and now we are continuing on. Where am I going? I don't know. I have dark mode, right? Can I do the thingy? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I don't remember. I guess we'll just walk. Madagascar movies came out the same year as Christopher Nolan's Dark Trilogy. That would be like... That feels like that would be some kind of shot and chaser there. Right? Okay, oh yeah, we've been this way. Okay, yeah, we went up the elevator. Okay, I remember this. I remember the hallway. I don't remember how to activate my thing. That's Morph Ball. That does nothing. I do still have Morph Ball and bombs. Yeah, we went up the elevator and that's where the save room was. Okay, okay. Let's keep exploring. Could you imagine that? Watching Batman Begins and then Madagascar 1 and then The Dark Knight and then Madagascar 2 and then Dark Knight Rises and Madagascar 3. I think it would be great.
Can I help you?
You could, but you're not going to because you're a jerky jerk face. Why am I not surprised, Lego? Why am I not surprised that you would do that? Okay, well, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Where am I going? We'll scan it. Inside the meeting area. Communicate with me. Talk to me. I'm walking around the space station. Waiting for Elon to come pick me up. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kind of.
I'm sorry, I can't talk right now.
Oh, I just shot that dude. And that dude just said, no big deal. It didn't hurt. Didn't hurt me. What's that? Oh, turret. Okay. They're both great trilogies. My guess, though, is that you probably prefer Madagascar. Am I supposed to be going back to my ship? Ah, there we go.
Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter the AU chamber. Please proceed through these doors and up the lift. The Aurora unit is expecting you.
The Aurora unit. I watched a few episodes here and there, Fox. I did not watch many. Did the Penguins have their own thing too, or was it just the fact that they were like a heavier presence in the TV show? Big door. That feels about right, Fox. So there actually was a Penguin show. Okay. I couldn't remember. I thought there was a separate one. But I do remember, like, I saw a few episodes of the Madagascar show, yes. Probably a few more than I ever meant to. Quite frankly.
Welcome, Samus Aran. Let us begin. Time is most critical.
Moist critical reference right there.
During the attempted pirate invasion of Norian, it was confirmed that two nearby planets were similarly attacked. These planets were named Rio and Elysia.
I used to work with an Elysia.
These leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent phazon carried inside their bodies. The leviathans must be
I disagree with your take, Lego.
2 weeks ago, we dispatched runners to Brio, Gore to Elysia, while Gandreda was sent to locate the space pirate stronghold. Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat. We lost contact with all of them 7 days ago, and fear the worst.
Performance-enhancing drugs?
In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Brio. This will be your first objective.
Yes, that one.
Be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Rundus, and good luck.
Now, I will not argue with you. Dark Knight Rises is not as good as The Dark Knight. No, it is a letdown. There are some issues with it. I will say that. But I would not outright just label it as being a bad movie. That's a fair assessment, Fox. Good luck, Samus. Okay, so I guess I didn't officially make it all the way through the prologue. My bad.
Samus, the fleet is now moving to the rendezvous location. You will no longer be able to dock with us from this point forward. Rest assured, we will keep communication lines open and supply you with information when necessary. Good luck on Brio.
It's a shame that you didn't do that on purpose, Lego. That was actually pretty good. They told me I was going to Brio. Hey, did any of you guys ever have Brio trains? It's another toy from my childhood I remember quite fondly. What's that? Brio trains were like the... Let me make my camera a little bit... chop it in here. Brio trains were... they still make them, actually, and they're actually kind of expensive. They're like the wooden train tracks, and the trains with like the magnets that you would hook each other together. But Brio was one of like the specific brands. It was Brio. But they still make them. It's German made now, I think. I mean, I'm sure they always were, but they are a little pricey. Yo, dude, it's the Iron Giant. What's up, my guy? A war golem. That is like a metal name for a thing right there. A war golem. Dude, that is so good. I like it. Weathered ruins. I should be reading all these things. Pillar ruins. What we got? What kind of fauna? A spike bush. Indigenous strain of plant life that produces venom within its leaves. Okay, well that's fun. A mature cash plant has fully developed bark that can only heavy beams and explosives can damage. Like that one?
Samus, the Leviathan seed is protected by an energy shield.
Okay.
You will not be able to reach it with that barrier active.
Alright.
We need more data to determine how the shield can be disabled. You are near the wreckage of a downed Federation vessel. If you can use the satellite uplink on the ship, you may be able to access information concerning the seed. Prepare to receive the ship's...
To be fair though, Lego, let's be honest here, right? If we're relying on Batman if we're relying on the Christian Bale Batman to be the main character and main focus of a Batman movie, and I get what you're going to say. I get what you're going to say because it's Batman. Batman should be the main focus of a Batman movie. But if we're relying on Christian Bale as Batman to carry a Batman movie, we're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. You need to understand that. Have I seen Batman Begins? Not all the way through. Yeah, but I'm not arguing that he did there, but he did not. He definitely did not in Dark Knight. And, like, it wasn't even close. Was not even close in that one. Oh, we got, what are these? Are war wasps? Oh, Gragnall. Okay. And I'm not even saying that because of how good Heath Ledger was. Although, I could just say that and leave it alone. There's so much stuff. Bioform has sustained fatal spinal fractures from impacting the wall. Nothing to do with being frozen to it, though. I agree, Fox. Villains are what make or break a movie. What do we got? What is this? Statue does not appear to be attached to the ground. It can be pulled with enough force. All right. Nope, nope, nope. Haha! We have a way out. Okay, but, the example that you just gave there, that is the exception. That's not the rule. Iron Man is the exception to that. This is the part I got stuck in, guys. And I didn't want to Google it because I was stubborn and didn't want to find out. Just wanted to know myself. Unable to use this object with the current suit upgrades. Solar Energy Collector provides a means to access security locks. Enter the shafts to access the locks. Bridge hit by heavy weapon fire. Proceed with caution. We'll scan that when we get over there. Man, I already have, like, all the things, huh? I guess I just didn't really consider. I still have double jump. Grappling beam, bombs, morph ball, missiles. Got all the things, man. Down vessel located. Griffin class frigate is identified as a GFS Theseus. Or Theseus. Don't get stuck. That's my plan. I know it's a noble plan right there. Why do I actually have to scan the thing but so I can use it? Or are they going to tell me I still can't use it? Okay, can't use it with current suit. Current suit upgrades. Okay. So I need to find an upgrade. Security release node is active and functional. It appears that a small round object could fit inside. Like an M&M. I do want to go in completely blind. I skipped it on purpose. Because I want no spoilers. It looks good. Door lock system engage. Unable to bypass security. Engage override to open doors. I saw a little bit of the cinematics and man... My gosh, you would think Blur is doing them. Platform is attached to the wall by a hinge. A strong pull should release it. Whoop! Whoop! Try to take me down with it. Okay, but you can't. You have to be more specific when you say like a PS5 game. Lego. Remember, Gollum is a PS5 game. Bioformin is encased in solid ice and is blocking entry to the tunnel. High temp shots may shatter it. Nope. Missile? Nope. Structures blocking platform unit appears to be connected to nearby security release node. Okay, we're looking for things. Probably should start by going back up there, I'm assuming. From PlayStation Studios. Well, MLB The Show is also from PlayStation Studios. And it looks alright. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. You know, eventually I'm going to play the Ratchet and Clank games. Or at least start them. Try them. Okay, so we're going in this little thing right here. Personally, Fox, I'm a bigger fan of Ping, but yes, Pong's alright. Why are we spilling Tang everywhere? That can't be what we're supposed to do. Ping is the poor man's Pong. No, you have that backwards. Ping is the rich man's Pong. The only game I played in the last 5 years that's made me think, yeah, we're in a new generation of gaming. Even the PC port was really well optimized. Something is shooting at me. But what? Oh, it's all these things, the night barbs. And then it just exploded. For no reason. Whee! I don't know that I've played any game really like that. To be honest with you. But that being said, it's not like there's been a lot of exclusive stuff out there. I don't have a PS5. Xbox hasn't really been going in with anything that is make me look like, oh yeah, dude, that's definitely like next gen for sure. Now, I mean, they're coming out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's on PC, but you know, it means nothing to me. I just got a PC that might be able to handle it 2 months ago. And I'm not really interested in getting it for it. Maybe eventually, but not right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But the one game, metal orbits obstructing path, but movable by electrograpple forces. Moved object to clear this tunnel. The one game coming out that I am most looking forward to this year so far, with the exception of Metroid and Silksong, is I am looking forward to Doom: The Dark Ages. And that will be coming soon. Only another month and 10 days on that one. I plan on streaming that too, by the way. Which may take some doing, because that means I'm going to have to move my Xbox down here. Which I'm not opposed to doing necessarily. something I actually need to get around and do. I hope it's fun too. Big fan of the new Doom games. If I really wanted to stick to being like, I am a Nintendo enthusiast, what I should do is, oh, that's the thing that's down there. What I should do is buy a copy of the Switch port of Doom. And I do own the Doom Eternal port. I could stream those, and we could watch how bad it is. Because they are gross. Stinking Phazon thingies. I'm getting tired of the simplified 2D, 3D blend graphics as Zelda Breath of the Wild popularized those. So many games, especially on Switch, have copied it, in my opinion. Stylized graphics do not equal good graphics. I don't think the point of stylized graphics are necessarily to try to create good graphics. I think the point of stylized graphics are to create long-standing graphics. Like graphics that are not going to age poorly. I mean, like Wind Waker, for example. Like, yes, I will be the first to admit that the HD version looks way better than the GameCube version. But the GameCube version still looks good. I mean, you look at like a game like Metroid Prime, for example. You know, the fact that this is a Wii game. Even Prime 1 and Prime 2, like those games look good. But it's stylized. They're not going for hyper realism. There are some games that go for it and that pull it off and do it well. What we got there? Everything's a grapple. Pokemon's problem is that the Pokemon Company is asked, or Game Freak is asked by the Pokemon Company to do too much with not enough time. Logbook. Golden Age. Look now to the past, into the time of peace on Brio. See the age of gold, when our world was a paradise unrivaled. Hear the songs of joy fill the streets of the royal city as the people honor the coming of Brius, the first, the liberator. Behold the launch of our first ship to the stars on that day, and witness the rise of science and of a new Brio. See this and see the beginning of our downfall. Because, like, you can say that, but honestly, it's really only been the more recent entries that just don't look great. Now, Arceus and Scarlet and Violet, I will give the briefest, and I mean the briefest, of passes to, because those games were trying to do more than what they had done on a console previously. It was Arceus especially, it was meant to be a spin-off. So it didn't get as much attention as like a mainstream Pokemon game would. But you go back and look at the 3DS games, man. Go look at those. Those games look great. And that's essentially the same style of what you're talking about. Like it's not as cel shaded as like Breath of the Wild is necessarily, but it still is a very stylized game. What we got there? I know. How do I use hyper mode weapons? I don't remember. I don't remember. How do I... Hyper mode. Hyper beam. How do I go into hyper mode? Press and hold plus. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Case in point, though. Like that's not necessarily a fair thing to say. Because it's different. Like Smash is a different art style than Pokemon. Yeah, it's not the same thing. That's like apples to oranges. They're not similar. You can't say, "Oh, well Pikachu, yeah, Pikachu does look better." You're right. It does look better in Smash. But most of the characters in Smash look better in Smash than they do their own games. The crap is that? A Reptilicus Hunter. These things are interesting. Come here, dudes. But I don't think you can even say that because it's not entirely true. How are the Ice Climbers a simplified version of characters from their game? How is Ness and Lucas? How are they simplified versions of characters from their games? They're not. They're different. To be fair, though, I would also guess that Smash Brothers probably has a bigger budget than Pokemon does. Just straight up, I would guarantee that. They get more time to work on them. More time to work on them and probably more budget. Plus, it's an actual, like, Nintendo-led game. Like, yeah, Bandai Namco works on it, but they're developed with Sakurai's leading. It's Nintendo is very involved with the creation of those games, and I would almost guarantee they're not with Pokemon. Specific input to open. Hey guys, this is all new for me, by the way. I don't know if I told you that. I made it past the part I got stuck on. Age of Science logbook. The ships of Brio sped to the stars in all directions, bearing the banner of peace. Soon we found stellar brethren in the Chozo, the Luminoth, and the Yila. Starborn knowledge came to the Brio, and we gladly sent our wisdom to our new friends in return. The hearts of Brio were filled with pride, and they honored the lords of science for all the wonders we provided. As the time of New Brio came to be, the old ways faded. The cries of joy from those who honored science covered the angry shouts of those who mourned the old ways, the primal traditions. At least I'm fairly certain this is all new. It's probably because I didn't remember hyper mode was the thing when I played it the last time. If I had to guess. I don't think I ever got through those branches. I already scanned these dudes right yet. Vulnerable to Cussa Blast. We still can't use that, right? That's out of scanning range. may not be out of the woods yet here. Oh, there it is. Found it. No, go back, 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 go back. Stop. Fox, I don't believe you're making that argument in good faith, by the way. Aha! Igniting the gel may destroy the statue. Pew pew! We got an upgrade! Yay! Whee! I can swing again. All right. Now we can go more places. I think I'm supposed to go that way anyways yet. Or maybe I am and I just didn't know how to get there. I don't know. Anything here? No. Oh! I was supposed to go that way. Oops. I mean, because, like, Smash Brothers 2, like, that game has sold, what, 30 million copies on the Switch, right? Like, they're making money on that game. Nintendo can just add that one as another one of their big sellers to their tool belts. It's not like a Pokemon, where, yes, Pokemon does sell millions of copies, but, you know, they don't have complete ownership of that. That's... Game Freak is involved. They're only part owners. The Pokemon Company own Pokemon. Nintendo is only part owner of that. So many nunchuck poles. I don't even know that I actually had to do all that, but whatever. We do it for funsies. What's that? Does this get me anything? Missiles! Yeah! What is that? A Reptilicus teleports across short distances, highly aggressive and territorial. Also dead. Nothing. Boo. So we still don't have whatever beam upgrades we need yet, so I guess we'll go back this way. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Ow. Let's go explore this thingy. Whee! I hear an item. I don't see an item, but I hear an item. Actually. Yeah, it does go up that way. Nothing else for me to do that way, though. So I guess we'll go up this way after all. Ow. Clamp locks in place. Explosive damage. Atomic. Corporeal energy that sloughs explosive segments of its form. That I can do nothing against. Excellent. One of the series power rods connect all the rods to restore power. Okay, so I literally do just have to pull it back and it will go the direction I need to go. That's kind of lame. I keep hitting my boom arm. Because of all of this nunchuckiness. Ad break starts in about a minute and a half, by the way, guys. Just throwing that out there for you. Disrupted realign controls to engage the Enterprise. All power out circuits are complete. Power has been restored to local systems. Oh, excuse me. You should leave me alone. Go away. Go. I'm pushing it. Ow. Go away. Turd face. Biscuit head. Oh. There we go. We got it. We downloaded the map for the area. All right. New landing sites.
Sense. The satellite data has revealed two distinct energy signatures. They must be supplying power to the seed shield.
The seed shield.
If these targets are eliminated, the shield will be removed. We are uploading the location of each energy
The seed shield. Okay, I'm assuming I can't go any further this way. Because I don't have an ice beam. So I guess we go back this way. Is that Silex? Silex! Silex! We saw Silex! He's so cool. He's watching me. He's not making nervous. We need a Metroid Prime Hunters 2, by the way. Firm believer in that. Back to my ship. That's where I'm going. Back to my ship. Maybe I'm going back to my ship. Hello, thingies. You should leave me alone. Leave me alone. Woo! Hyper mode. Hyper mode has saved the day. Yeah, we're gonna go the other way. Okay. I thought so. I just wanted to double check. What does that say? Engaged in combat at the time of being frozen. Ooh, what do we got? Hopper nests. Alright. Back to my ship. That's where I'm going. I do wonder if there's anything down here. I don't hear anything, so I'm assuming no. Save and enter ship. Open the map. Let's go to the Thorn Jungle. Off to bed for me. Have a good rest of the stream. Fox, thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry you were at As and you missed, we saw Silex. I saw our boy. He was there. I saw him. But I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you have a good night. And I will catch you later, my friend. Epitaph Fox, ladies and gentlemen. Follow that guy if you don't already. He's a good guy. Places to be and things to see. More new enemy types. Yeah, but less vulnerable to normal attacks do not mean completely not vulnerable. Come on, my dude. I don't want to go into hyper mode. Fine. Yeah, run away. Run away. Coward. Energy shield engaged. Power supply lines look like they're coming through the ceiling. Fuel gel within the rock. Same thing there and there. Energy tank. Let's go. Let's go. Anything else in here? Interesting? No? Okay. Okay. Hop, hop. In we go. We're rolling around. We got out here. Powers the energy shield found in the previous area. Well, I'm more interested in what's going on here, though. A jamming beacon. Compound gate sealed shut. Okay. Turn it so we can unlock the door. Rolling on in. Excuse me. We're about to be ambushed. Alright, not quite ambushed. Wiping the floor with them. Are they spinny thingies? Space pirate crates. Another one! Alright, this thingy. Electro grapple forces. Well, let me grapple. What did that unlock? What am I doing? What am I missing? Jamming beacon override appears vulnerable to electro grapple forces. But what am I jamming? Requires increased power for this command. Okay, so maybe I'm early. Maybe I'm supposed to go to the other place. I guess we'll do that. God, I'm mowing them down like kids in a candy store. Like taking candy from a baby. I don't know where I got the whole kids in a candy store analogy from. Be honest with you, that was just kind of weird. Save and enter ship. Because apparently I need guns. I need better guns for my ship. Before we can get through that. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Give me that. Let's go to the other landing area. Into the fire. Why is there ice? Very interesting. Gragnol Hive. Hive has been abandoned. Why? Fuel gel. Phrygian class gunship. Rundas. Your engines are still warm, which means they're nearby. Alright. I like those. Those are neat. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Working at maximum capacity. High temp beams could melt the ice. Well, I'd have to have a high temp beam. Constantly distributing fuel gel through the piping networks. Ignition! Lore! The Age of Schism. Oh, I wanted to look at that. Age of Schism. In time, the wonders of science were not enough for those who held their primal traditions in their hearts. The warnings of the Chozo to seek balance between old and new ways were not heeded by the lords of science, myself included. We forged on, ignorant of the rage in their hearts of the primals. The time came with when Sifmas, the first Lord of Science, denounced the primals and their traditions in the center of the royal city. It was as a flame to a dry forest. The age of science ended and the age of schism was born. Ooh, we got some drama. Got some drama. I like it. Well, what am I supposed to do here? Anything else worth scanning? Okay, so how do I access that? Um. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. You say it'll topple it, and then my thing doesn't do anything. How does that work? Ow. Samus, what is you doing? Oh, I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Maybe. Hmm. Hmm. This is where we're getting stuck. This is a new place for me to get stuck at. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. That means nothing to me. But I will scan these lizard heads. Hmm. Hmm. Excuse me. Alright, my guy, let me be. Like, it would make sense to get the ice melted, but with what? But with what? Where do I go? Can't go up. Coming over here really does me no good. Oh, we got another one of these dudes. I forget every time we leave this room we gotta fight this guy again. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know as well is that my brain is starting to turn to mush. Absolute mush. I think I'm too tired for this, to be honest with you. But I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. So the thing we're going to do, though, I think we're just going to call it an early night because I'm tired. And I'm getting confused, and I don't want to get upset. I'm frustrated that I can't figure it out. So, I think we'll call it there. We're a couple hours in. I got further than I got in the game before, so that counts for something, right? But if you're still watching on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back live. I'll be posting another VOD for this after next week. We're still working on Mario and Luigi Brothership here on the stream on twitch.tv/It's Nintendo Bro. So if you want to come join me for that, I'm live Mondays at 9 o'clock Eastern Time and Fridays at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So next stream will be Mario and Luigi Brothership. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.